On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Sunday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Sunday, the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sunday to you all. But whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And as always, my peeps, today, Sunday, is the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah, man, may I tell you. So to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the kitchen, I deal with the finger licking chicken or whatsoever meat kind of decide to prepare today. Blessings on this wonderful Sunday. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there traversing the streets from Moran Point to Negril Point. Safe travel, pan the gravel. And as always, my peeps, continuously look out on the corner, yai Kazwa. The old dirty corner boy them. Always out there. Alerts. So watch this now, my peeps. We're gonna kick it off this morning here with some international stories where a 33-year-old Jamaican man said to be a firefighter is no longer among the land of the living, as he was fatally knifed up during an altercation in a place known as Gaylord in Michigan in the United States. Now the deceased man has since been identified as Shamir Myrie. Another Jamaican is said to be in the hospital nursing some serious knife-up wounds. Now according to police reports, sometime around 3 p.m., police officers arrived at a scene at Sunfrog Solutions, a t-shirt company, following reports of an altercation. Both men at the time were found with severe lacerations and punctured wounds inflicted from a sharp-edged weapon. It is said that the Gaylord Police Department transported the men to a nearby hospital where the 33-year-old firefighter lost his battle whilst undergoing treatment. Both men have since been identified as temporary workers from Jamaica, with reports coming forward that the now deceased presently on your screen is a firefighter employed to the Jamaica Fire Brigade. It is reported that he was on leave from the organization at the time of his passing. Boy, may I tell him, my peeps. The thing rough. So basically, the firefighter go over there to go seek some employment whilst he's on leave. I don't know if he spruce up the thing a little bit. You don't know how we as Jamaicans deal with it. Once we have a visa, we have some free time and we go over there in Uncle Sam, go do some juggling and earn an extra $1 or $2 in our pocket. It is just unfortunate that his life was lost in such an untimely fashion. So another international stories for the regular ones and ones them out there. It is said that the Jamaican social media has reacted to the police fatal knockings and clappings of this brother presently on your screen, identified as a popular Jamaican Tik Toker known on TikTok as DinDin. Now a wave of outrage swept across social media in Jamaica following the loss of life of this brother. Now, his last life took place over there in Antigua and Barbuda. The police have identified him as Jamar Smith, well-known Tik Toker known as DinDin. It is said that he was one of 3 suspects involved in an alleged robbery, according to the police reports. So the incident occurred after the police were alerted to a robbery at a small grocery store in an area known as Farin. It is said that the suspects reportedly made off with. Law enforcement stated that they were quick on the scene and located the 3 men in Ebenezer, leading to a confrontation during which all 3 suspects get caught up. It is said that the Jamaican Tik Toker was pronounced you know what at the scene, whilst the other 2 suspects were injured and are currently receiving medical treatment. Now, Smith, who had only been in Antigua for just a couple of months, was well known on TikTok and had a significant following. His loss alive sparked intense debate and speculation on social media, particularly in Jamaica, where many are now questioning the circumstances surrounding his fatal knockings and clappings. Some social media users, including prominent figures, have expressed doubt in Smith's involvement in the robbery, pointing to his relatively recent arrival in Antigua and has had a clean record ever since. They have also called for a thorough investigation into the incident, demanding that the Antigua and Barbuda authorities present clear evidence linking Smith to the alleged crime. So On The Spot News Media now awaits to see what will be the outcome in this one. Yeah, man. So in a way, back to local style. So now we're going to start it off over there in the western end of Jamaica. We're going to kick it off in the parish of Westmoreland. So the Westmoreland Police Division. Now, this one are really sad because sometimes we hear some people lose them life over some things and we really have to wonder if a life is really worth the triviality of the incident. Now, a seemingly trivial dispute over food. Yes, you heard me right. A seemingly trivial dispute over food escalated into a deadly confrontation on Friday night, leaving this young man no longer among the land of the living, and his attacker is presently on the run. Now, the man presently on your screen has since been identified as 18 years old Devante Hutchinson, but he is more popularly known in the streets as Bolt. Not as fast as the official Bolt, but Bolt nonetheless. Said to be a resident of Cook Street in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. Now, reports are that sometime around 11:30 p.m., a 10-year-old boy who is Bolt's younger brother went to a cook shop in the community to buy some chicken and chips. As the boy was walking home with his food, he was approached by a 20-year-old identified as Tevin Gill, also known as Wacky, who demanded a portion of the young man's meal. When the boy refused to share his food, Wacky allegedly began to hit him. Bolt, who was nearby, witnessed the attack on his younger brother and intervened, confronting Wacky. Sadly, the altercation quickly escalated into a physical fight between the 2 young men. Wacky reportedly left the scene only to return shortly after armed with a knife. He then allegedly used the knife to inflict several wounds all over the upper body of Bolt, inflicting wounds to his left side, his right arm, his lower back and chest. It is said that Bolt collapsed to the ground and Wacky fled the scene on foot, Residents rushed Bolt to the Savannah Lamar General Public Hospital in a bid to save his life, where he was pronounced you know what whilst undergoing treatment. The police have launched an all-out manhunt for the criminal element known as Wacky, who is now wanted in connection with that fatal knifing. The incident has left the community in shock as Bolt and Wacky were known to be friends prior to the deadly dispute. Law enforcement officials are urging anyone with any information on Wacky's whereabouts to come forward as the investigation continues. Poor me, I tell him. Now over there in the Kingston Western Police Division, the Kingston Western Police have listed the names of 9 criminal elements who are wanted in connection with a number of crimes committed across their division. The police did not disclose the nature of the crimes, but they say that the criminal element identified as Samuel Grant, otherwise known as Hobby, is wanted by them. This other criminal element here, presently on your screen identified as Navado Lyons, said to be one of the reputed top knockers and clappers from the Bentley Lane gang that runs off Maxfield Avenue. Now, this boy has been featured on the Spot News Media quite a few times, so he is a known and reputed criminal element. But he's more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Guambad. And as his name suggests, him definitely a Guambad. The next criminal element, who is deemed wanted by the Denham Town Police, has since been identified as Rohan Tomlinson, otherwise known as Popsy. Now Popsy and Guambad definitely are going with themselves since the other day. And a full time now is either them go meet them judge or meet them maker according to what the Prime Minister Andrew Holness would have stated some days ago. The next criminal element who is deemed wanted by the Denham Town Police has since been identified as Shevaso McGeechee, but he is known in the streets as Will. The next one, identified as David Simmons, otherwise known as Troy, is also a known Nakis and Clappis. The next one, identified as Kian Campbell, otherwise known as Wicked, and as his name suggests, trust me, he's just as brutal. The next criminal element, identified only by his alias as Bogari. The next one, identified as Clive Wallace. And last but most definitely not the least, AJ Vickers. All are wanted by the Denham Town Police. So anyone having any information surrounding the whereabouts of these criminal elements, please alert the police. And as always, my peeps, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Now, the last story that I'm going to talk about, my peeps, is a story that I brought to your hearing sometime in the early part of last week, where this man presently on your screen, identified as Orlando Loudon, but more popularly known in the streets as Spraga, said to be from the Fairy Hill community in Portland. His life was taken by armed criminal elements. So of course he was taken out in a hail of bullets while at his place of abode. Now 8 men suspected to be involved in his contract knockings and clappings are presently in the custody of the police, and the police are about to do an identification parade. But the thing about these men, they are all from the 100 Lane community of Red Hills Road in St. Andrew, and they are all accused of taking the life of Orlando Loudon, otherwise known as Spraga. Now, Mr. Loden was gunned down in his community last Wednesday by a group of criminal elements, shortly after 3 vehicles transporting the suspected Nakis and Clappis were intercepted by the Portland police. 2 illegal firearms believed to be the murder weapons were also seized in one of the vehicles. Now, investigations have described this fatal knockings and clappings of Loden as a contract knockings and clappings. Now, Loden, or Spraga as some may call him, is not all the way innocent by a long shot, but that too is most definitely for another vlog. So on the Spot News Media will continue to update you as the police release more information surrounding the identification parade of these criminal elements suspected to have been the Nakis and Clappis that took the life of Spraga in Fairy Hill, Portland. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.